Hey y'all, Dave here from Wild Hearts Farm. So for those of you who haven't been following along with us on our journey over at Instagram, my wife Heather and I moved out to 17 acres about 3 years ago. We want to live a little bit more of a sustainable life, connected with nature, be surrounded by all that God has created for us. So we actually purchased the land, a little bit of the backstory. We actually purchased the land closer to 5 years ago. We're living this typical suburban life. Our house was right next to great dining and also shopping, and we were 5 minutes from the beach. So it was great. But we always had sort of this pull towards this country living. Both of us have some country roots. We'll kind of get into in some other videos. So we purchased this land with this idea that one day, maybe more of like a retirement plan, that we would move out and maybe start a little bit of a hobby farm. Yeah, so we were spending a lot of our weekends actually up here on the property, clearing land, exploring, hanging out, just dreaming about what this could possibly be. And the second you hit our lane, I could just feel my blood pressure, begin to drop. It's just so peaceful and tranquil out here. We just absolutely love it. So we were leaving one afternoon, and we just kind of looked at each other like, why aren't we out here full time? Like, why aren't we? What are we waiting for? Why aren't we doing this? No one's promised tomorrow. I don't know what we're waiting for. So that sort of started it, and we started looking for a builder. We started looking for an architect, and we started the process of building our dream farmhouse out here. So we designed our house from the ground up, sort of the modern farmhouse style, really inspired by Joanna Gaines. I mean, who isn't, right? So really cool design. We had the opportunity to incorporate a lot of really unique features from, for instance, my parents' barn up in Pennsylvania, old barn built in the late 1800s. Really cool. Grab some beams from there. Pretty awesome. So it's a really gorgeous place. We moved into our house in February of 2020, and not long after that, COVID hit, and just everything shut down, which was absolutely awesome for us because we were here. We were out here on 17 acres, this land that we just purchased, and just wanted to work and wanted to build, and it was pretty awesome. Now this was the first time myself and my wife weren't traveling for work during the weeks. So, for me, no more trips up to DC. For my wife, no more overnights within her territory. And we were just here. And we were present, and we were with each other, and we were building just what we thought was just so awesome. So one of the reasons we did move out here was to try to live a little bit more of a sustainable life, grow our own food. We thought about having egg-layered chickens and meat chickens, and all of that. It was a great idea. I never thought about when it might actually, come to fruition, or when we might actually do it. But of course, then my wife brings home chicks.
Come on.
She says, "Hey, here we go." It's like, all right, well, this is it. This is the start. So she got everything she needed for a brooder. We were all set up, and wow, this is really neat, And then she drops on me. It's like, oh yeah, but we need a coop now, and we're going to need a coop within X amount of weeks to move these birds into. And I said, yeah, okay, that's fine. I can build a coop. We have plenty of scrap lumber around here. And she's like, oh no. This coop has to look like the house. It's got to be board and batten, nice metal roof. It's got to be a great design. We have to implement reclaimed wood. And certain design elements. You know how this goes.
When we first moved into our house, we decided that we were going to build a chicken coop.
Yeah, chicken. That's kind of where we started the whole. She designs and I build. So she has the big picture, and she has the intricate details. And of course, I have to make it all happen. Of course, she helps as well. But we do a really great coop. It's a pretty awesome starter coop, as Martha Stewart called it.
Is that a chicken coop behind you?
It is, yeah.
That is a beautiful chicken coop. Wow.
Thank you. We built it ourselves.
And we're going to do a full tour of that coop here pretty soon, but we're looking to build a bigger coop as well. So not too long after that actually came the greenhouse. So my wife has always been big into gardening. Again, we want to grow our own food, especially all organic gardening too. Very health conscious. So we built a greenhouse next, and that was all leftover lumber from our home build. It kind of doubled as a pump house. That one had a chandelier as well, which was kind of cool. And this one has a reclaimed chandelier in it. So this was a first for our build, but I have a feeling it won't be a last. I'm sure all of our builds now are gonna have the traditional heather chandelier. And then, after the greenhouse, we made some really large raised beds. I mean, they're huge. We have just such a fantastic garden. It's pretty awesome. And after that came the goats. So first we had Johnny and June, which of course we name all of our animals after country music stars. Johnny passed, which is very sad. So then we got Dolly, and then not too long after that we got Pumpkin and Emmy Lou. Emmy's a little tiny thing. So we have a temporary goat enclosure, but we're definitely going to have to expand off of that as well. So that's where things have kind of basically settled so far. We got the egg-laying, free-range chickens. We've got the goats. We have just a mega garden. We have zero time for ourselves because we work these corporate jobs, but just sort of love this lifestyle. And we are really trying to promote this type of lifestyle, the sustainable living. So here we are, 3 years into this journey. We've got first of all, we've had an awesome time so far. It's been crazy, it's been busy, but we have some really big projects coming up. We've hinted around this a little bit on Instagram, but one of the big reasons we're starting this YouTube channel is because we're about to tackle one of the largest DIY projects myself and Heather have ever done. This is a straight design and build, but we're going to be building a barn.
So this is our homestead, greenhouse in the garden, our home, and our coop with our goat enclosure and pen behind. And this is going to be the site of our next big project, which is going to be our barn build.
So it was really important to us to build this barn the traditional way. So we found an Amish group from northeastern Pennsylvania, where all of my family's at, to actually make the trip down here to southeastern North Carolina and build a portion of our barn. So they're going to come down and they're going to do that post and beam mortise and tendon framing, how they did it 200 years ago. So it's going to be super cool. I hope you all will stay in tune for that. Besides that, we're doing the rest. So we're going to be doing siding. We're going to get someone to do the metal roof. We're going to do the windows. We're going to build the barn doors, build the Dutch doors. We're going to do all the interior furnishings and everything. It's going to be on myself and Heather, design and build, and it's going to be something really, really cool. So, but besides that, we've got a lot of other big projects coming up. We're going to decommission our starter coop, and we're going to build a much larger one for more egg-laying hens. We're going to start raising some meat chickens, so I'll have to build a tractor. Not sure if it's going to be the Joel Salatin type chicken tractor or maybe a different kind, not sure, but I'll be building it, and it will definitely have a chandelier in it. We're looking at raising more animals, to help further sustain us and our friends. So possibly some pigs, possibly some sheep, some cows. So we're going to be expanding Wild Hearts. Yeah, so for those of you who have been along with us on our journey over at Instagram, first of all, thank you. We've really enjoyed sharing with you all and hearing from you all in the comments section. We just hope you'll come join us over here at YouTube and subscribe. We're going to try to put out a video or two a week. It's going to be some inspirational, some instructional, a lot of DIY, of course, because that's what we do around here. Some farm-to-table cooking. It's something else me and my wife will love to do together. So maybe some great recipes for you all as well. And thank you all for tuning into this first ever YouTube video. It's the first one we've ever done before. It's just a bit of our intro. And, we just really hope you'll subscribe and join us as we continue to build Wild Hearts Farm. Right.